Yes, my brother. Welcome back to another episode of Rum and Reasoning.
Yeah, rum and reasoning.
We
boy.
saying
I'm here. I'm good, man. I'm good. Tell me about this rum now.
this one is all right. So I don't know much about this rum.
Mhm.
This is Angostura. Okay, I
Where's it
was.
from?
This is a Trini rum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for 5 years. They do.
Soca.
They do. They do a two. I think they do a 2 year, a 5 year, and an 8 year.
What's that
Right.
one?
This one's the 5. So it's
Okay.
like middle of the road.
Yeah.
Price points up. Typical 25, 30 quid, something like
Yeah.
that. I think it's about 28.99.
Okay.
It's mellow. I've never tried a Trinidadian rum,
I
so
don't think I have either.
I've
You know?
never.
Sorry, because I know I'd argue that you're a bit more of a rum connoisseur than I am. And they're not really known for their rums, are they?
I think every Caribbean country is somewhat known for a rum. That's
Yeah.
something that since I've started building up my rum collection,
Everyone has their thing.
yeah, I've been like, Sinusha, you don't have rum. What are you talking about? We've got
Nah,
Bounty.
Sanusi got- yeah,
I like
got rum.
Guyana, and I'm from Guyana. My parents are from Guyana. Like, they ain't got no. Every Caribbean,
thing.
yeah, Cuba,
Okay.
Dominican Republic, everyone's got a rum, yeah. However, in the Caribbean anyway. But what I would say is that your typical big boys, in my opinion, this is subjective, are Jamaica and Barbados. I just think they've got the most known rum houses. You can
Cuba.
throw they've got a rum. Cuba's got a rum or
Bacardi.
two. Because all right, and Cuba. Maybe, arguably, you could throw Guyana in there, but the most known are Jamaica, Barbados, and
Cuba.
internationally, you're probably right.
Cuba.
Cuba probably blows them out the water with Bacardi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, let's rate this. I'm gonna rate this personally as just a middle of the road 3 out of 5.
3 out of
It's
5.
not
Not mind blowing.
it's not it's pretty inoffensive. It's
Yeah.
just kind of mild. It does what it says. It's
A
probably
local rum. It's a local rum.
it's a rum punch rum, really,
No,
innit?
it's
It's
what
a
I would
rum.
call
It's
a-
just one little notch over a rum punch rum.
It's what I would call a local rum. And what I mean by that is, could this
Can I drink this on my lunch break and still go back
be,
to work?
No, could this be an international rum? No, maybe for Trinidadians for their palate and so
Yeah,
on and so forth.
yeah.
It's nice. If you're trying something new, it's nice. But is it something that you'd kind of really want to have in your collection? Probably not. Are you with me? It's okay for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best thing I could say. It's okay for what it is. It's nice that we tried it, but it's not gonna be like
It's in the collection. It's in the collection.
Some of the rums that we've had is like raw.
Yeah. Put it like this. You know, like if someone comes around to your yard and you don't really want to bring out the big guns.
That's dark. Why they at your yard? Why they at your yard?
Yeah, but sometimes you just don't want to bring out the big gun. The occasion. No, don't try it. I'm not trying to say that. I'm saying the occasion just doesn't befit bringing out the big guns.
Dark.
No, it just doesn't. Bro, there's certain times.
Just to let you know, if you go around to Shako's yard, yeah.
Listen,
and he
there's
brings out
certain.
this, he don't rate you.
That's not true.
He doesn't rate you.
That's not true, bro.
If he brings out
it's not,
Trinidadian
sometimes it's just like, you know what?
you.
We're just gonna have like there's a standard.
What you've learned today.
That's it.
Is if Shako likes you and you go to his house
and you get the good round,
he's getting Bayesian, Jamaican. What's the the Diplomatico? Yeah, the Venezuelan rum. As if he rates your thing.
No, that's personal. That's personal. That's
personal.
No, that's personal.
But you see, if you get like a Trini rum, yeah, he don't rate you, bro.
If you get a Colombian rum, you've done well.
Yeah,
you've done really well. Anyway, topic of the day. The topic of the day is centered around identity shifting, and what I'm talking about is age. It's almost like when you become. Are we uncles?
We're
basically,
the uncles now, man.
Are we uncles? But I want it.
We're the uncles.
Right.
We are the uncles. We're the uncles.
You are the uncle. You are the uncle. You are the uncle. Yeah, but anyway. But what I was going to say to you is, it's interesting, right? Because I had this conversation the other day with the missus. That most of these topics, typically tend to be like little offshoots sometimes of conversation. And we was just talking about who was it? I think we were talking about celebrities. And we was talking about some celebrity that we had seen. I don't know if it was Tony. Was it Tony Braxton? I think it might have been Tony Braxton.
Oh yeah, because she got like the trend on TikTok.
And yet she was doing something, and it was like, no, man, no, Tony, no. Sit down. No, man. If you put on some clothes now and You know what I mean? To do things a little bit different.
Yeah,
And
you're a
and
big woman.
it opened up the conversation, yeah, of like etiquette. And I was of the, I'm not going to talk about everything that we talked about. I'm giving you my perspective, yeah. But I was of the perspective of, you know what, right? And this ain't going to be new to you because I've always said this, right? I feel like there is something to. I don't. Well, now I don't. I'm 40, right? So just over 40 as you are. I don't consider 40 necessary now that we're in our 40s as being old.
Yep.
Right? At one point I did. I was like, 40? Washed, finished.
Done.
But what I'm trying to say to you is I do think there is an element of growing old gracefully.
Yeah.
Right? And it's something that as I get older, I'm very kind of snobby and opinionated
Have
about,
some
right?
class.
Like, you know, there's a certain point, yeah, where these are the things that I was mentioning to the missus. Like, you don't really want to be out in the club that your daughter or your nieces are at.
You know, I should say
Right?
something.
You don't as a dude, you don't want to be as an uncle being swooped up and being viewed the way that the young boys are. You should all be in the same section. There's got to be something that differentiates. Do you know what I mean? So it's really about the etiquette. Do you know what I mean? When is it time now? So the point I was making, yeah, at a certain point as a singer, yeah, right? Let's use Usher as the example, right? Think of Usher, a Genuine, one of these artists who are
They're
very.
pushing 50, bro.
Yeah, I know, no. But even Keith Sweat. I think of these artists who are very sexualized in their stage performance. There's a time and place, yeah. I was saying there will be a time very soon. And I went to Usher's concert the other day. I thought it was fantastic, yeah.
Good production.
There's a time when Usher, brother, you're gonna have to get a stool out, yeah. And it's time to take down all those body popping and
Man,
abs and
cherries
yeah.
in Gal Mountain.
Time, yeah, it's time to start crooning it now. It's time.
I like that.
Evening
With
with
Usher.
Usher. Yeah, you understand? That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
I'm using that as an analogy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is how, in my mind, the aging process is supposed to be. There's meant to be a certain time now where, you know what, boy, you ain't gonna find me on.
I have some questions. So, what are the signals? Like, when do you start to realize
Yeah.
that you can't do certain things or certain things aren't for you? Because this isn't to be critical. I'm looking at you. You're dressed very trendy.
Mm-hmm.
With me, very, very trendy. And someone might look at you and say, "Yo, where you going with them ripped jeans and stone-washed jeans and this?" That's not very.
Yeah, but I'm in the fashion business, so it's a little bit different.
Huh?
I'm in the fashion business. It's a little bit different.
Oh, you're in a fashion business.
I'm in the
This is
fashion
news to me.
business.
Tell us about this fashion business.
This is a different. That's a different argument. That's a different argument. You get me? You have to sign NDA and them thing there before I start recent. But I get your point. I think that that's a really, really good one actually when it comes to fashion.
Because it's a
but I think
because it's the same thing where like you've got this very British term that's like mutton dressed up as lamb.
Mm-hmm.
When as a man can you no longer wear ripped jeans, and as a woman can you no longer wear a low cutting top? What's
I think that. So this is the thing. I do think there's a balance to it, right?
When do you reach your uncle and auntie era kind of thing?
I don't think that. I don't necessarily think that. How can I say it? Right? I think there's a thin line because I'm also someone who it depends how you visualize. So I visualize for myself. I'm 42, right? I visualize myself I visualize myself and the optimum kind of 50-year-old man, yeah, as a man who's fit, a man who's in shape, a man who's got washboard abs, who's flexible, who's agile, who's well dressed, who is how can I say knowledgeable, a man who can go into after 50 years of being on the planet, go into a restaurant and call his favorite wine, but in the way that it's supposed to be called.
Yeah.
Can go and he knows his cuts of meat. If he's into meat,
Yeah.
he can say, all right, well, I'd like a ribeye. And when you do the ribeye, can you sear it on you understand? Like cultured is what I would call that, yeah? So it depends on how you view it. I don't necessarily I got to give some leeway, because someone else might say, well, you know what? My view of a 50-year-old is, at that point, I think that you should, I don't know, you shouldn't really be in the gym no more. It depends. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So I'm leaving some leeway for that. Because I think that there's a thin edge between some people who maybe want to be a little bit too older, and some people who want to be a little bit on the younger side. Do you get me? And I think that's subjective. Someone might look at me and say, you know, you act a little bit too young. And then someone might look at me and say, you know, you act a little bit too old. So I think it's how you vision it. But I do think, in saying that there are various red lines. And my red line is
that should never be crossed.
That shouldn't be crossed. And for example, I'm going to throw in some of them that are a little bit more wild, and they're a bit more controversial, yeah. But I don't think. Let's start with the controversial one. Let's start with the controversial one.
Hold on before we start. What? You're gonna be your top 3, top 5, top 3 controversial takes from Mr. Shaker.
Controversial. I don't think that you should be having children if your children are of childbearing age.
I'm cooked then, bro.
Right. Let's talk about it, though. Let's talk about it. What do you think?
I'm cooked, bro.
Yeah, but talk about it. Let's talk about it. What do you think?
What's there to talk about?
What are your viewpoints on it? Do you just think? What are your viewpoints on it?
See, why?
So for those who don't know, who are not privy to the fact, what you're basically saying is that your children are of childbearing age and you've got young children. Yeah,
I've got lots of no. So yeah. I would say. I don't think that's not a perimeter that I would put out. I think that's slightly.
It's controversial. I said I'm throwing a cat amongst the pigeons.
I think that's slightly unfair. But I get why you would say that, because it's kind of you know, like especially, I don't know. I think for men and women it's slightly different.
It is different.
That's why I'm slightly uncomfortable with it. Does that make sense?
It's different.
I know, like, generationally, like being a Jamaican, my aunt, like, I've got aunts, and my mum and her aunts, I can't remember how it works. Like they're the same age. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So men have children over a very extended period of time.
Yeah.
So it's slightly different.
And disclaimer, it's the same in my family.
Yeah.
But for me personally, anyway, go on. I want to get your viewpoints on it, because you're in a space. I've thrown a grenade out there.
So for one, I would disagree. I think it's different for men and women. I think that's more societal as well.
Give me more.
I also think women, we have to acknowledge that women are having children later. Women are having children much, much later. So in families, you may have, you got those surprise babies that flipping turn up out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I disagree with you, but I do think there are some parameters where, bro, it's time to kind of hang up your hat.
So let me ask you a question, yeah? There are surprises, yeah? And this is the way that I would frame it as well, right? There are surprises, and there may be scenarios, right? For example, let's say you're on your second, third marriage.
Wife. Yeah.
Do you understand? Wifey wants a baby.
Yes. Yeah.
You understand? What are you to do in those scenarios? You got to do what you got to do. Do you get where I'm coming from? But as a principle, what is your point? What is your thought? Or do you just throw it out in general?
No, I don't think. And this is not because it's a familial circumstance.
Yeah.
You're right. A lot of men may be on their second marriage.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And if you're going to have your second marriage, your wife is more than likely going to be younger.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a difficult one. But I do think there are some scenarios. And one of the scenarios I saw, interestingly, like today, I was on Instagram, and I saw 2 very attractive women. You with me on my feed? Very attractive women, and it was a mother and daughter pairing, yeah.
Right.
And it was almost like, oh yeah, look, we're both attractive. So I think the mum was like in her 50s, but as we know, it was black women. Black doesn't crack. Crack. Sorry,
crack.
Freudian slip. So I think she was like 52, 53. Stunning. She was a stunning black woman. And I'm assuming the daughter would have been maybe in her 30s.
And they
Yeah.
both look like they could, but age
And they
mates.
both, and I sat there and I looked at this, and I could sit here and say they are both very attractive people. And I'm
Right.
thinking to myself, right, do they know they're actually competing for, if they were single, like they're in the same class,
Yeah,
the
but
same
we're
type.
going. Yeah.
Well, I'm mind the same type of man would be interested in both of them, which kind of makes it slightly adversarial, yeah. Which made me feel a bit uncomfortable. Which made me feel, oh, like this is okay. I can appreciate it's really nice to see attractive older women. But then I do a deep dive. You with me? Like I have an initial thought, and then I go, right, let me start to scroll. Like let me really start to scroll and see what this person is like
How are they
both,
carrying themselves?
you know, they're both single.
Yeah.
They're both.
Yeah, they're
saying,
competing. They're competing. Yeah.
yeah, I'm like,
real.
right. Like if it was like, oh, like this is my
But
daughter. Let me finish. This is my daughter's son, and it made me slightly uncomfortable. Like, and then I went on one of them, and then I could see like she had like additional pages,
right,
that were available, and I'm like, right, is this what's running? Like,
you're what, like OnlyFans or something
yes,
like that?
Yeah, I was trying to be
The mum.
Yeah, both of them had them.
Ooh,
and I was like,
spicy.
I was like, right, is this?
Nah, not really. I don't think that's the norm. But
So
we're digressing.
No, it is.
We're digressing, bro. We're digressing.
Sorry.
So I want to stick with this uncles and aunties things, right? So cool. I threw one grenade at you, batted it back. My viewpoint on that.
Back it back.
Raving, right?
Yeah, we've done this.
Controversial.
Man. It's
what are you saying? I don't think that you should be going out raving to the same places where you could potentially be bucking up your son.
Stop. So I'm gonna say to you, one of my first raving experiences
was your old man taking you out.
Yeah, it was, and I think it was quite similar for my brother as well.
Yeah,
I remember, mind you, this was in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to a rave.
Yeah.
My dad's brethren was going to take me.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandma was like, yo. My grandma said to my dad, like, you going to make my man go on these ones? He's like, oh, like, Tingler's taking him. And she was like, nah. You're going to have to go. And it was a big stone love. You with me? All of the man was there. Bear Top Bogle was there.
Yeah.
Bear Man was there.
Yeah.
You with me? And it was one of... My dad, he was kind of parked off in the corner. You with me? But it was a nice experience. You with me? You felt kind of covered and protected. I never till maybe later had that whole kind of mandem experience. Yeah, like where you go out with your brethren and and you know what? Let me say, maybe I was spoiled. You with me? I can hold my hands up and say I was spoiled. So when I would go out, if I was going out with, and I'd buck like my dad's brethren and that, it was like, oh yeah, like come over, champagne and rare. So that's what I kind of grew up and knew. It wasn't like, oh, let's Jaeger bombers and those kind of things.
Right.
You with me?
Yeah.
So I grew up going out and seeing my dad's associates. I never went out and saw my dad, but I went out with my dad. You with me?
And you lot could be in the same environment.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm a kid though.
Yeah.
You with me? I'm a kid. I'm privileged to be in that situation. But what I learned is, right, this is how you flex.
So what I would say to that is, that kind of reminded me of some of the things that I've seen on my travels. And culturally, what I've noticed about some different cultures is there are many cultures where the whole family goes out together.
Okay, cool.
But primarily,
that makes me feel better.
Cool. Yes. But primarily, I'm running this from a UK Western kind of thing. Yeah?
Okay.
And the reason why I'm although that is this is a lovely conversation because you're giving a different viewpoint to it.
Yeah.
And I welcome that. It sounds amazing, right? But the reason why I'm going to keep that grenade out there as this is number 2, what would you call it? Uncle stroke auntie faux pas, yeah? Is because typically what you see when people go out, is a particular type of energy.
Yeah.
So I would not expect for auntie to be getting drawed or man to be moving to auntie. You understand? In the same dance, or environment, club, whatever it is, where man are moving to auntie's daughter.
But I think you hit the nail.
And because typically that is the energy. Let's face it, even as big people when we go out, not necessarily we as in us per se, but just in terms of like as a group, right? It's still the same shenanigans, right? Guys are still out looking for women.
Yeah.
Women are still out, you know what I mean, trying to have
Looking
a
for
good
attention,
time,
yeah.
and not necessarily there for attention, but it's going to happen, and sometimes it's being invited, sometimes it isn't, right? That kind of thing, I think it needs to be. My caveat would be, yeah, is that if you are, because I think it's a creeping thing. I don't think there's a moment when you are definitely an
So-
uncle. You're becoming an
So
uncle,
let me
right?
ask you a
Go
question.
on,
I'm going to ask you a question because I'm just thinking
go
about
on,
it.
go.
Let's say, for example, there was a family gathering, yeah, for the ladies. Let's say there was a 40th birthday.
Where?
Yeah.
Location, because that's important,
Okay, it's at a wine bar.
right?
It's at a,
Public wine bar. It's not a private do.
no, it's private. It's a private do.
Doesn't count.
Okay, all right. So
It's got to be
hold,
a public place. I'm
hold.
talking about raving.
No, no. Let me say
Oh,
it
go
out.
on,
Let me say it. Like it's a 40th birthday.
Yeah.
It's an auntie's 40th birthday. Yeah, and you're not going,
Right.
but your wife and your daughter are going
Right.
together.
Right.
They're dressed up,
To go out.
they've glammed up, and the girls are going out.
Yes.
To put into context,
Yeah.
how would
20 and 40, roughly, approximately.
okay?
Give change on both sides. Go
Yeah.
on.
Okay, cool. And they've gone out, and there are people there that they don't know.
Right.
Why would that be inappropriate? Because somebody could come up to your wife.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully the ring is shining,
Mm-hmm.
and that the power of that diamond shines that man away.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't
Yeah.
see.
And if it doesn't, you need to upgrade the ring.
Yeah. I see what you done there. Go on.
In the same way that they could come up to your 20-year-old daughter, but somebody else might perceive like, rah, what's she
Red
out doing
herring.
with her?
Red herring. Red
Why is that
herring.
red? That
The
could happen.
reason why it's a red herring is because I'm not talking about the exceptions to the rule, right? So in all of these
That's not an
cases,
exception.
1 minute. So in all of these occasions, just for the public out there, yeah. Obviously, if you're on your second, third marriage or whatever it is, like I said, and
You're not.
No, I'm not. I'm saying to you, but obviously, if you're on your second or third marriage, and you know, your new wife wants a baby, I understand. If there's things happen, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So if
Life
you're going,
happens, yeah.
so if you're going to a family function or whatever it is, and it just happened, that's different. What I'm talking about is lifestyle choices.
Okay.
So I'm saying to you, you should not typically be looking to go to the same funky house, soulful house parties,
I
yeah.
agree. As your
That your daughter and her cohort or your son and his cohort are at. Do you understand? Your son.
No, I think we're in agreement.
Yeah. So that's grenade number 2.
Yeah. Right. 3. We're gonna finish on this third one.
Right. Grenade number 3. Yeah. Inappropriate dress. Inappropriate dress. Sadly,
judge not, yes, ye be judged. Who hath no sin cast after the first.
100%. But inappropriate dress is inappropriate dress. So what I'm trying to say to you, I'm sounding like something, but it's
Preacher.
not. It's not that. It's just places and times and making things like kind of coordinate. Yeah. Hear what I'm saying now? Let's go back to the Tony Braxton thing. Yeah.
Tony Braxton has a
Tony
wonderful
Braxton looked
shape
good.
for a 50-year-old woman.
Tony Braxton looked good.
50 plus.
Right? 50 plus. She looked good.
Amazing.
But I'm saying to you, just like I said with Usher, I beg your pardon. There's a time when Usher will have to draw back. Have you seen Keith Sweat on stage?
Oh, yeah.
It's embarrassing, man. Genuine. It's embarrassing.
Oh, no.
It's
Genuine,
embarrassing.
definitely. Yeah.
Yo, brother, you don't have the body for it anymore. And even if you did have the body for it,
there are memes
there's
of
a
people
time.
taking the mick.
But even if you did have the body for it, yeah, it's a time when you got to say, you know what?
Game's gone.
I'm 55. But I'm just throwing this out as an example, yeah? I'm 55. I'm 59. Although I've got a great body, I'm papa.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I got an 8-year-old grandson and a 6-year-old granddaughter. I'm not supposed to be gyrating on the stage. It's time to take the stool.
Yeah.
A night.
Or like go to
Listen.
or as opposed to doing it at O2, you're doing it at the Royal Albert Hall kind of thing.
Even if you're doing it at O2, it's no longer, I don't know, licking and cherries and that. It's now a night.
Yeah.
With Usher.
Yeah.
a journey through the greatest hits.
Yeah,
Sinatra style. You get me? Listen, you got your stool.
No. But this is the thing.
You got your stool.
No, you know, I'm so
I hit on
glad you
something
said
there,
that.
right?
Them days are done, bro.
No, they ain't.
No,
they ain't. No, they ain't.
Okay, stop.
That is no. Because
give me an example. Okay, stop.
Go on.
Give me an example of where, you know, like Fly Me to the Moon, where you have modern R&B artists, who have been able to transition into being able to do that crooner.
Loads of people.
Okay, fine.
Babyface.
No, but he's always been that way.
Brian McKnight.
He's always been that way.
Brian
McKnight has never been a sex symbol. Brian McKnight was never.
The point I'm trying to raise.
Because that's when I expression of sexuality.
When I had this conversation with my missus, we talked about Boys to Men.
They've always been crooners,
no. But wait. But what it was is like, Boys to Men look good. Boys to Men look good. Like the way that they're carrying, they're getting better and better with time. The way they're carrying. The point I'm trying to say, is it's a little bit disjointed. But the point I'm trying to make is when you're saying those times are done, obviously the days of the crooner and it's not fly to me, but what the days of class and elegance, are not finished. It's just the way that you fix the character. So what I'm trying to say is, for a beautiful sister like Toni Braxton, there is a time when I want to see Toni Braxton, saying that I'm making you so hot, and I want to see her taking off her clothes and wearing a little white whatever all-in-one catsuit number. But there's a point in time where even the great Beyonce
is gonna have to.
You know what? It's not no more. You understand? We got to tone it down now. Do you understand? Because Blue Ivy's out in the stage with a picnic.
Do you know why I disagree?
Blue Ivy's in the audience with her picnic, and you are
Blue
still
Ivy's with her picnic. Is that what you're saying?
So Blue Ivy is now in the audience with her picnic, doing her twerking, and you want to be twerking on the stage as well. Like, where does it come to?
The reason why I say it's difficult, it's really difficult, is I'm kind of thinking from a musical perspective.
Go on.
If that's what, like Joe, for the best argument I could give you is Joe.
Why? Why are you so hung up on the artists and whatever it is? Are you trying to give the crooner thing?
Because how he marketed himself originally, Joe was never a sex.
You're coming at it from the wrong perspective.
Well, please allow me to express myself.
Go on, brother.
Joe and Usher have marketed very differently. Yeah, Joe was a crooner, quote unquote, and Usher was a sexy. You're saying now Usher must change his entire persona based on his age
at a certain time. Yeah, 100%.
Whereas somebody like,
but do you understand that there's a certain time, where it's time? It's
difficult as an artist.
No, but I'm saying there's a certain time.
Difficult. I'd like to say that, but it is very, very difficult as an artist, especially if your songs are of a certain way.
Yeah,
they're quite upbeat.
You have to adapt them. There's a certain time where you got to give it up to
I'll agree to disagree.
There's a certain time where you got to give it up to the young man. Then, right?
I agree.
At 50, if you can't change the songs or whatever, you got to come up with some new songs or something, because
that's where your $1 million songs. Sure.
Come on, man. It's just like elevate. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like elevate. There's a certain point where let the young bucks, let these young sisters do the twerking, and it's time for you now to lead the different way. Not like keep your clothes on, sing your songs, but give us regal. Give us the regal is the right word. Give us that regality. Do you understand?
I'm gonna end on this point.
Go on.
Wrap up on this point.
Hurry up, because I'm gonna come with grenade number 4. And you don't want that one.
No.
You don't want none of grenade number 4.
We got to wrap up, you know. Remember, we got to wrap up. So I'm just gonna. My final point is gonna be. I'm gonna ask you a question because I know the answer. Yeah. There's a Brandy and Monica tour at the moment. Yeah. In America. Have you seen Kelly Rowland open up on that tour?
No. You knew I was gonna say that though. Yeah. Go on.
That is so not so.
I'm in my own little. Yeah. Go on. Yeah. That's all right, bro. I'm good there.
No, it's fine.
It's
fine. Okay, so Brandy and Monica are doing like the whole kind of singing thing. Kelly Rowland is coming out. I'm telling you.
Kelly Rowland's older than. Is that what the distinction that you're trying to make?
No. She's
Chris. She's a 10. Yeah, go on. But what's your point?
Kelly Rowland's a 10, yeah?
Kelly Rowland's a 10.
She's coming out looking bad, bro.
Kelly Rowland's a 10, man.
And she's the same age as Beyonce. And I'm telling you, see how you said Kelly Rowland's a 10. Like, you almost Kelly Rowland's like, bro, she looks absolutely amazing. And she's
I wouldn't
she's
quite.
coming out on a Vixen thing.
So this is where the people can chime in and say if I'm. This
That's
is where the comments.
That's what I'm gonna end on.
This is where the comments can come in and whatever, and people can say, "Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's a hypocrite." Blah blah blah. I do think that I wouldn't quite put Kelly Rowland in the auntie. No, I wouldn't quite put her with
Beyonce
Tony.
auntie?
No, I wouldn't put Beyonce and Kelly Rowland quite in the auntie area yet. You showing me something? Yeah, I heard it. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't put her in the auntie bracket yet. I would say that she's at a point now where she has to. Go on, let me see. Yeah, Kelly Rowland, she look good, but you know what? You know what I would say? Yeah, do you know what I would say? She's got to take off them booty shorts very, very soon. So basically, he's showing me Kelly Rowland, yeah, and she looked good. But this is what I'm saying to you. Hear what? I'm so glad that you done that. No, she looks crisp. But hear what I'm saying to you, yeah? You see the Beyoncés and the Kelly Rowlands, yeah? I would personally say, yeah, that they are now entering their auntie era. Right? So showbiz is different. We can remember Tina Turner as an old woman jumping up on stage and giving it the rolling. So I get it. But what I'm trying, it's more, I'm not just talking about the stage performance. I'm talking about the ideology, the way that they carry themselves. There's a certain point where they now need to step back from being the bootylicious sex siren, and you understand, into the I got to give a different energy.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
So you know who's the best person? I've seen it before. She's not really the best person to.
Well, don't use her then.
Don't use her.
She's not the best then, because Tina Turner's the best person.
No, who I was going to use is Erykah Badu, yeah, and no, not as a sex symbol. But what I was going to talk about, Erykah is. I'm a big fan of Erykah Badu, right? But she is, for in all intensive purposes, she is fantastic and spectacular, but she's also a bit weird, right? But one thing that I will credit her for, even though she's a bit weird and she's a bit wacky, there's a certain aura that she's come with, yeah. But as she's got older, she's been kind of deflecting and to the younger artists and being very much kind of like, you know what?
That was I rate you highly.
Terrible example.
No, bro, I rate you highly. You know.
Yeah, but you're thinking about it,
bro. I rate you.
Go on.
I always have.
Yeah, go on.
Shocking.
You know why? Because what you're thinking about is you're thinking about the sexuality element of it, yeah. Because you're just showing me the Kelly Rowland clip. Your mind's doing, but I've gone way beyond that, bro. I've gone way beyond that. Now, yeah? I'm on a no. I'm on a.
Don't try my games,
bro. Listen, I'm on. Listen,
deeper.
No,
deeper.
It's not
deeper.
Right, it's not deeper. The conversation that I'm having though. The truth. This is the truth.
This is my like.
Come on, man. I drink too much rum.
No, I'm taking from.
You know what? No more rum. No more rum.
No, it's rum.
No more rum.
It's a Trini rum. This is my game.
Stop. Yeah.
Go on.
What I'm trying to say to you is, I am looking at the argument, and remember, that's the reason why I introduced this from a little bit more of a cerebral kind of way. And the point I'm trying to make here is with Erykah. If you watch some of her, even though she's weird and she's wacky, right? You'll see her deferring to the Summer Walkers, and I think she was a doula for Summer Walker, yeah. What I mean is, because I would actually say no, because I'm actually an Erykah fan, right? I've seen her live and whatever. I love her. Some of my favorite songs are Erykah Badu songs, yeah. All jokes and fun and jokes aside, you see her working with a lot of the younger artists, so that's the reason why she kind of sprung to mind. She would do a feature, but she very much kind of differentiates herself as like, I'm a bit of an elder, and these. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So I'm saying with people like the Beyoncés and the things who are a bit more appealing in that kind of area than the Erykah Badu. So it's a different lane. As they're now entering their auntie era, yeah, which Erykah is fully in. She's a lot older than them, right? I think she's probably got about 10 years on them, right? it's time to now start toning it down a little bit. That's my thoughts. What do you think?
Are we still talking about Erica?
No, I'm talking about.
I would say, because I remember when the great Tina Turner, and that was the best example you used.
Yes.
Because when she kind of went back into the kind of after
In her
the
hot
Ike and
pants
Tina
and
Turner,
yeah.
she was 40. I was believed she'd never be able to reach the heights that she did at Ike and Tina Turner. She did, and I wouldn't say she was seen as a sex symbol, but she was seen as
The
like,
legs, Tina Turner's legs.
yeah,
That was the
she
catchphrase.
was
Yeah.
powerful. You with me? She was powerful. Can't go like she had bangers, bro.
Yeah, bro. But
Bro,
I'm more thinking of Gladys Knight. I'm more thinking of Gladys Knight and the Dionne Warwicks of the
This
world.
is. Do
There's
you
a
know
there's
what?
there's a,
Can I
there's
be
a certain
honest? Can I
time.
be honest with
No,
you?
no,
Can
no,
I be,
wait,
no,
wait,
you don't
wait,
have
no,
to
no, no,
speak
no,
over me.
wait, no, no, no,
No,
wait,
hold on. No, hold on.
wait.
I think. No, you spoke, bro. I'm gonna wrap up on this. I think.
Go on.
From what you're saying is like you're saying, once people and it's you said men and women get to a certain age, yeah, like
Yeah.
a man put on a suit and sit on a stool,
Yes.
and a woman put on a nice evening gown and start singing. But Tina Turner gives us an example of
the opposite.
It doesn't need to be like that, and you can be successful. So I'm just gonna.
No,
Hold on. I'm just gonna. That is my last point.
Word. Right. Cool. So what I'm gonna add to that, yeah, is again, my personal viewpoint at 50,
Mad Max.
at 50 and at 60, I think that a woman, a man should be fit, they should be healthy, they should be vibrant, they should be able to really do things and look in a certain way. But I do also think, just to round it off, that there is a point where you do need to distinguish yourself from the youth, right? Because it's very difficult. And this is the crux of my whole point, right, Ziggs? Yeah. It's very difficult to mentor and this might actually get you out of retirement on your points, right? It's very difficult to mentor the youth in terms of conduct and how to carry yourself. If you are both in the club on a Friday night, getting loose, chasing women, arguably, the women that you might be chasing might be 10 years older than who the young bucks chasing, but you're on the same. It becomes harder to distinguish and to counsel a young female when you're all dressed up in your sequins and your handbags.
I get what you're saying.
So there has to. It doesn't mean that you can't be grown and sexy. It doesn't mean that you can't be fly. It doesn't mean that you can't, for argument's sake, yeah, because it was a little bit kind of more symbolic what I was trying to say. It doesn't mean that you can't be Beyonce and wearing tights and booty shorts and dancing on stage if that's where you make your money and that's what people know you for and want to see. But it has to be some kind of differentiation, and that's
you know
my
what?
point.
I hear you, and I think we should wrap up on that point.
100%.
Another episode of Rum Reasoning. I appreciate what you're saying, uncles and aunties.
Uncles and aunties. It's interesting.
Stay at the club, yeah. And remember, there comes a
time. Don't stay out of the club. But if you're gonna go to the club, you're meant to be carrying yourself different. That's my point.
All right, no
Yeah.
drama.
Yeah.
Rum and Reasoning.
Yeah.
Another episode.
Nice one, brother.